Hi, Dave Chesser from Formosa Fitness. Today I'm going to introduce you to an idea that's probably not going to be very popular, but in my opinion, people need to wait and earn some things in the fitness field. It's real popular right now to talk a lot about Olympic lifting and strongman training and all this kind of good stuff. And I understand people want to compete in this and they think it's really cool and all that kind of good stuff. But you know, I got to tell you, based on a lot of my experience, a lot of people are not ready for this kind of stuff. You need to earn the right to do this kind of training. You've got to put in your time. We just don't study history enough in the fitness community. We tend to think of, what came out in the last year or something. People have been getting fit for a long time. We need to look historically at the people who did these kinds of training. These were strong people, okay? They earned the right to do this kind of stuff. And so many times these days we think we can skip all that, and we just can't. And this is what hurts people. They get hurt, they get injured, and then they blame the training. It's not the training, it's just you're not ready for it. You got to earn your right to do it. The first thing that I see a lot of people wanting to do is Olympic lifting. I got to tell you, as a 41-year-old personal trainer who doesn't have a background in Olympic lifting is hard, and I know that because I went and I trained with a serious Olympic lifter, and I did nothing but Olympic lifting, and it was very hard to do. I was not really very capable at it. The reason is that most of us really aren't built for Olympic lifting, especially if we don't train in it at a young age. When we want to start in our 30s and 40s, and we think it's really cool that there's a lot of snatches around, but we don't do any kind of prehab. Then we end up hurting ourselves. We wonder why our shoulders are hurt, or our back is hurt, or our hips are hurt. It's like, well, we didn't earn that. We didn't wait until we had cleared most of our dysfunctions out of our body before we started Olympic lifting. So you can't take dysfunction, throw Olympic lifting on top of it, and expect a good result. It just doesn't happen like that. No wonder we get injured. Okay, you have to wait for something like this, unless you're, a teenager and you don't have a lot of issues. Then, maybe you can start with that. Unfortunately, I think most of us watching this video don't fall into that category. Number two is powerlifting. A lot of respect for powerlifters. That's why I'm saying this. I think we need to respect these kind of things. We need to respect the guy that gets out there and does maximum deadlift, maximum squat, maximum bench press. And we need to be honest that, a lot of our efforts don't qualify as powerlifting yet, okay? Powerlifters are really serious about what they do. They're competing. These guys and gals are very serious about it. If we're, just starting bench press and we're just starting squat, I don't really think that qualifies as powerlifting yet. I might be wrong, but I don't think it does. And if we need to wait for something like powerlifting, goodness knows, we got to wait for strongman training. And I put this last because this one really irks me. Okay, strong man training. This is for people who are already strong. Okay, there was a clip came out a year or two ago. These people doing axle lifts, and not one of them looked like they could squat their own body weight. It was horrible. Okay, this is for people who are already strong. If you're not strong, then you are not qualified for this, okay? You should not even be attempting this kind of stuff. This kind of stuff with the rounded back deadlifting and the lifting the Atlas stones, okay, can you lift your body weight off the floor? No? Okay, you should not be doing this, okay? The thing that all of this is missing when you start out with all this is you should be doing strength training first. There are a lot of very basic strength training programs out there where you make good, solid linear progression for a while. You build your body up, you get fairly strong, okay? And then once you have that, then you can do a lot of these things, okay? But lifting stuff at speed, when you can't lift it in a less dynamic lift, is probably not a good idea. Subjecting yourself to powerlifting training when you haven't done a basic strength program is really not a good idea. And just strongman training, when you just don't have any basic levels of strength, you're just asking to get injured. Okay, that is a really, really bad idea. So show the guys and the gals that do this, show these people a little bit of respect, okay? Don't use the terms, don't go around and be a douchebag and, yeah, I'm doing strongman training and you look like you weigh 90 pounds, soaking wet. No, okay? That is not strongman training that you're doing. Let that training have some integrity, okay? Do a basic strength program first, and then when you're a badass, then you can engage in some of this, okay? Let me know what you think. If you disagree, it's okay. Let me know. Thanks.